Today, I'm answering two of the most common questions I get from you guys. What does my weekly meal plan or diet consist of? And what cookware do I recommend? By the end of this video, you have all the answers you need. Meet me in the kitchen, let's make it happen. All right guys, today is meal prep day, and luckily for me, the sponsor today has us covered.
Our Place sent me the brand new Titanium Pro cookware set.
I have this in chrome, but you can get it in gold as well. I'm gonna run through some of my favorite weekly meal prep items. I'm gonna leave all the macros, measurements, and all that good stuff for you guys down below so you can know how many calories, how many grams of protein, all that good stuff. If you're interested in that sort of thing, that'll be down in the description box as well. Without further ado, let's get to cooking. All right, so the very first thing that I noticed when we unboxed this cookware set is that the quality is substantial. Got great weight, excellent balance. This is definitely something that, you know, could replace 2 or 3 different skillets or pans in your kitchen. I'm excited to give it a test run today. So we're gonna go ahead and sear up this salmon. When I do my meal prep, I like to have, 3 or 4 different protein options. Today we're doing salmon. We got the boiled eggs, obviously. And then we're also gonna make some Thai chicken meatballs. Just to give a little bit of variety, you can switch them up, have different, different types of meatballs, different protein options throughout your weekly meal prep. So unlike most non-stick cookware made with forever chemicals, this non-stick surface won't leach, scratch, or wear off because it's constructed and not coated, as you can see here.
Our Place's non-stick technology has taken over a lot of commercial kitchens.
I don't own a restaurant myself, so I know about good quality cookware that needs to hold up under high demand. So let's go ahead and get our salmon on into the skillet here.
Our Place's titanium cookware set is fully clad to last a lifetime with a limited lifetime warranty.
It's made without PFAs, PTFE, and BPAs, no microplastics, no coatings, no chemicals. It combines all the strengths of stainless steel, cast iron, and non-stick without any other weaknesses. So you can cook better, safer, and healthier with peace of mind and go full throttle with searing power up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Now when I'm making salmon for meal prep like this, I like to get a beautiful color, get a nice crust that's gonna add some texture, flavor, and be visually appealing. Then we're gonna pop it in a 400-degree oven to finish. Another bright side or plus on this cookware is that it's completely oven safe. So we're gonna pop this right on into the oven at 400 degrees. So far, I'm really loving this cookware. This pan or pot obviously is very high quality, and the handle doesn't get that hot. It gets a little warmer closer to the actual pot, but it's a relatively long handle, and as you can see, this water was just boiling and I can grab it by hand without using a towel or oven mitt. That's a plus to me. So we're gonna go ahead and shock our boiled eggs after a solid 12 minutes. Go ahead and drop them in some ice water. That's gonna stop the cooking process, gonna make them cook perfectly without overcooking, and it's gonna make it easier to peel. Boiled eggs are a great source of protein, great little grab and go snack for your weekly meal prep. All right guys, so when you think about meal prep, you really want to break it down into the 3 macronutrients. So that's going to be protein, fat, and carbohydrates. Depending on where you fall on the spectrum of high to low carb, that's a personal preference thing. You can kind of, allocate certain amount of grams per macro based on your preferences or your individual needs. But when I do my meal prep, I like to go ahead and get my carbs out of the way. So today we have some white rice. We're doing a sweet potato hash. One of the other things that people tend to dislike about meal prep is that, the food after a few days doesn't seem to be the same quality as it was the day that you cooked it. One of the ways I like to counteract that is by prepping my veggies in the refrigerator ready to heat and serve. So the best way to do that is there's a technique called blanching or par cooking the veggies. So we can go ahead and blanch them in some salt water, get them about 50 to 60% of the way cooked, and let them cool for 2 to 3 days. And each day that you want to make it fresh, you just saute it in the skillet real quick, cooks in 1 to 2 minutes, and it's ready to eat. That keeps your veggies nice and fresh without them getting old and, kind of soggy in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 days. All right guys, my favorite thing about this cookware is how well it sears. As you can see on these chicken meatballs, the sear is absolutely perfection. You're gonna be hard pressed to find a non-stick cookware set that has the same searing properties as this one. Knocks it out of the park. You can see they're not sticking, and beautiful crust. All right, so when I am eating carbs, one of my all-time favorites is this sweet potato hash right here. You can add protein to it in the form of like breakfast sausage if you want to. This cookware is making my job so much easier. I went ahead and blanched the potatoes or par cooked them in the Perfect Pot Pro, and now I'm sauteing my veggies in the Always Pan Pro. We're gonna go ahead and add the potatoes to those veggies, give them a good mix, season to taste. Once they're nice and tender, you have yourself some sweet potato hash. You can eat it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. All right, people, there you have it, about a half a week's worth of meal prep. We got several protein options. We got carbs, we got healthy fats. All the information that you need is down below. If you want to see more content like this where we dive a little bit deeper into meal prep and overall, healthier options, let me know in the comments. And we can't wrap this up without thanking our sponsor one last time. Shout out to Our Place for this phenomenal cookware set. As you guys can probably tell, I'm a huge fan of this Titanium Pro cookware from Our Place. If you're in the market for a new cookware set, I can't recommend this stuff enough. Go ahead and hit the link down below and use the code MAKEITHAPPEN10 at checkout and get 10% off.